Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome to Thrive, Heavy Lies the Crown, a medieval city builder with a focus on the choices you make as you go along. As you play, you have to make various choices about all sorts of different things, and if you're nice, you go down the path of benevolence, and if you're a bit evil, you go down the route of tyranny. And where you are on that good guy, bad guy scale can change things in the game. Buildings might look a bit different depending on whether you've been good or bad, or you might get different kind of events to deal with, that kind of thing. And of course, there is a whole city building thing to do as well, so expect homes and farms and chopping down trees and gathering stone and all that kind of stuff. And just for good measure, there's combat in there too, just to keep us on our toes. So there is quite a lot going on. Now this is the playtest of the game, which as I record this you can request access to via Steam, and as always there is a link to the Steam store page in the video description, so you can go and check the game out a little bit more and also request access to the playtest if you'd like to give it a go. But anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? Time to go medieval city building.
No one plans for ruin. I did not ask for this ever-thickening fog, for the illness and decay that it brings. It was no threat at first, just a light haze over fresh morning dew, bringing greater sheen to ripe berries and a bountiful fullness to grazing beasts. How subtly that sheen dulls and the bounty dries up, as it begins to creep in, to seep in, and whispers turn to whimpers. Food spoiled, livestock dead, water poisoned. Some call it a cleansing. Most call it the Wargrim. I call it my destiny. My rule seemed bound to failure. But for failure, I'd never planned. But you, what destiny awaits the one who walks amongst the Wargrim without fear? It has always been you. So here, take this gift, the mantle it bestows. Pray that you might bear its weight a little better than I. But never forget, no one plans for ruin. When the Wargrim calls, how will you answer?
So welcome to the world of Nissamore, everybody. That's where the game takes place, and our first job is to pick our province. So who are we going to play as in the lands of Nissamore? And we've got quite a few to choose from. There's 4 over here and 4 over there. And if we click on that one there, for example, we can see they've got different qualities and different resources available and all that kind of stuff. However, I think in the playtest, all of these are exactly the same. It makes no difference who you choose. They've all got exactly the same things going on. So if we look there, we can see there's that kind of pink thing. I don't know what that is, but that's kind of about, what, a third of the way up that bar there. And then there's water just there, which is possibly about 2/3 of the way along. And then we have these resources here. So imagine that's, wood and stone and got some food stuff and cattle and everything else. And if we click on that one, it's exactly the same. It's all the same sort of thing. So I don't think in the playtest that we're playing now, it matters which one we pick. So let's pick the one with the best name, shall we? I do quite like that one. Maladanu. That sounds quite fun. We shall go for Maladanu. The only thing we can do, though, is change our flag, I think. I think we can change the flag. I don't think we can change the colour, but I think we can change the flag itself. So do we have anything here that resembles some sort of teapot or drinking receptacle or anything like that? There are quite a lot of options by the look of it. There's a lot of animals in there, but okay. Crikey, there's loads. Oh, there are so many things. Okay, right, hang on. I'm going to just go through very quickly and see if there's some sort of, goblet or teapot or chalice or whatever. And if there isn't, we'll just pick something else. Okay, that's about as good as we're going to get. So it looks a little bit more like a trophy than a kind of goblet or whatever. But you know what? We'll call it a fancy goblet. It's a goblet with handles. Just, really posh goblet there. So there we go. We shall play over here in Maladanu. But yeah, it doesn't really make any difference. But there we go. We've got a fancy kind of goblet trophy thing as our flag, which is quite fun. 2 months. 2 months since the fall of Aldemore, since you gathered the survivors and set out for a new home. Nissamore is the future, a land free from the terrors of the past. Here you will build a new kingdom, guided by the faithful advisors who form your curia. Your advisors are very competent, but none can deny their own interests. Everyone has a plan for your reign. In the end, it is you alone who must set the tone for your rule. Where do your interests lie? Okay, so the very first thing we have to do is make a choice, and that's what this game is all about. We make choices as we go along, and that affects the game as we play. Okay, so what do we go for? So our interest could lie with wisdom, vigilance, or prosperity. Okay, so where wisdom is grown, little fear remains. That sounds quite good. Being wise is quite a good thing. We rise with vigilance, scarred but unbroken. That's also quite a good thing. Being vigilant is no bad thing. Or prosperity's pursuit ensures a bountiful future. That's also quite good. Okay, maybe we don't go for vigilance. I think either we go for prosperity to make sure that we actually do quite well and we have a lovely sort of thriving, bustling settlement, or we go for wisdom. We try and be a bit clever and a bit wise about things. Maybe that'll help us learn lots of new things. Do you know what? Let's go for wisdom, shall we? Where wisdom is grown, little fear remains. I think that sounds pretty good. Our interests lie in the ways of wisdom. Okie doke, here we go. Now, before we go and do anything else, we do have to ask the all-important question, is spacebar pause? And no, I don't think it is. I don't think I can confirm that spacebar is pause because it's not doing it. There is a pause option up there. Is it working? Okay, it does work. It does work. It's just that spacebar isn't pause. Oh dear me, game. Okay, right, never mind. You can come back from this game. You can sort of, you can inspire us in other ways. Okie doke, right, so spacebar is not pause. However, now the game is paused, let's have a little look at this. So a new home. Well done, your majesty. Thank you very much. Now that we've found our new home, let's move our caravan to the location you wish to build the keep. Once you've found the perfect spot, press a highlighted button to deploy the caravan. Okay, so maybe can we look around while the game is paused? Yes, we can. Okay, so what exactly are we looking at here? So we've got a land with... Okay, it's quite big. It's quite big. There's lots of trees. I'm thinking, do we have any water anywhere? Can we set up near a river or a stream or a lake or something so we can do some fishing? I don't think we can right now. There is a bit of water here, but we can't go there just yet. Maybe we can kind of expand over there possibly. Okay, so if we can't set up near water, I mean, maybe a load of trees would be quite a good idea. Possibly over here, look. There's quite a lot of trees around us there. If we sort of put our caravan here and build our keep, we're going to be near lots of trees and then also the water over there. There are some sort of mountainy looking things here. There's a few paths as well, which is quite nice. I think... let's get the caravan and put it over here then. So we'll set up over there. And then while the caravan's moving, we'll have a little look around across all these sort of things here and see what all that is. But, okay. Right, so, oh yeah, spacebar isn't pause or unpause. I press spacebar, game, please make spacebar pause. Okay, right. So, get the caravan. So, hang on a minute. Can we go and look at the caravan? How far can we zoom in? Oh, we can zoom in quite a bit. Oh, that's quite nice. Can we move that over? No, we can't move that out of the way. Okay. Yeah, there's our little kind of caravan. Okay, so if we get you folks to move, say, over here, that'd be quite good. So you lot come over here. And while you're doing that, what exactly do we have over here then? So our farmers, total population, and happiness. Okay. And then in terms of resources, we've got logs, we've got rough stone, apples, hemp, water, firewood, hemp clothing, and cider. Okay, specifically cider, okie doke. And then we've got jobs and edicts and trade and diplomacy in the tome of knowledge and also the event log over there. Okay, so I think now let's get that done. That kind of thing is flashing on and off. So let us deploy just there. Okay, let's construct our keep, which is the heart of the kingdom. Select your caravan. Okie doke, I think we have done. In the information pane, click the keep button and place it where you desire. There we go. There is the keep. Your royal home and the seat of government and power in your kingdom. Okie dokie, so that's going to require 200 wood and 200 of the rough stone. But I imagine we might have some of that on the caravan itself. Oh, okay. I was kind of thinking, oh, botherations. Okay, I kind of wanted... I thought that was where the keep was going to set up. I didn't realise we then had to put the keep somewhere nearby to this. Okay, we'll put the keep... just there then. It's absolutely huge, the keep is. Good grief. Resource storage. Our next step should be a resource gathering and management. We should build a primitive stockpile to house what we collect. Okay, build menu. Okay, and we need to set up a reliable road network. Oh, we love a road network. Okay, so I think now, have we got lots of people kind of dashing about the place? Yes, we have. And some of them are wearing hats, which is good. Okay, there's no road to the keep. I imagine that's what that's telling us, but I don't know where the front of the keep is. I'm not entirely sure. And yeah, I think there's no storage either. Okay, so let's go down to here. So farmer structures, and we shall get a primitive stockpile, and we'll try and put it... So yeah, so I think that's the edge of the keep, isn't it? We want to get a road coming out the front. So if we just sort of do that, pop that over there, so you lot can run over here and get that done. And then, how do we build roads? Logistics. Okay, a dirt road. So can we get a dirt road kind of coming along from there and going along like that? There we go. I think we've just put a road in front of the keep and it's connected up to the little kind of, fairly basic sort of storage thing just there. But that's fine. I mean, they're still working on it. It looks complete to me. There we go. Areas of influence. Various structures have an area of influence. Okay, yep, that's fine. That's okay. Buildings and citizens within these borders are affected by the structures, while those beyond their boundaries receive no benefit. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And now we need to put resource camps down. Okay, so a log camp near trees, a quarry near to some rocks. Okay, we can definitely get that done. And they are in the logistics tab. Okay, they're down here. So, trees, here we go. Good old classic sort of medieval city builder. Job number 1, put down storage. Job number 2, chop down trees. It's a standard thing. We know this to be the case. So, if we put you there, there's quite a lot of trees over there you can go and chop down. So you go over there, look. So you're going to chop down some trees. Doesn't look very glamorous. It's not a hut as such. It's just kind of like a little work zone type thing. But okay, we need to give you a road because you haven't got a path, I don't think. So you bring that down to there and then across like that to link that up. So that might make that journey a bit easier. And then, harvest all the rough stone. Okay, there's quite a bit over here, look. There's a few bits of stone over here. Idea, does that count? Does that count as a bit of stone? It looks like stone. We can't click on the trees and things to find out. Sort of sometimes you click on them and it says, yeah, it's got 200 wood in that tree or whatever. I don't think we can do that in this game yet. Okay, we'll put you just there. That'll do. Okay, now we can adjust the area of influence. Simply click the structure and adjust the slider. Oh, it's got a range. Oh, that's quite fun. That's quite fun. Okay, right, so yes, you go and gather rocks from wherever. Oh, there's loads over there. Go and get those rocks. Okay, food service. So we need 2 of life's necessities, food and water. Okay, build a food market and a central location. Oh, crikey. A big cloud went over just then, or something else terrifying's flown over. Okay, right, it's gone to night time. There we go. 8 o'clock. Right, so build a food market, and then I imagine we have to build some sort of well. Okay, so in the farmer tab, we want to build a food market. Did that not say? Did not say a food market. That says food store. Okay, maybe that's the same kind of thing. I'm not entirely sure. How about we put that just... Oh, it's the front that thing on. Rotate. There we go. Put that there, look. And that means that the road will be automatically connected to that thing. Okay, I think that's what that means. Farmer house. Oh, well, do you know what? Let's get ahead of things here, shall we? And get the well in right now, because it's going to tell us to build a well. So we'll put a well just there. Oh, the keep's done. The keep is finished. That looks quite good. It looks quite fancy at the back there. There's a little bit of a gap there. It's going to be a bit drafty. But okay, that's fine. What's that kind of purple meter thing? Oh, the Wargrim, whatever they called it. So yeah, the mysterious fog that drove us from our previous home is now over here. So 23.8% sort of presence of the terrifying death fog. Can we see the terrifying death fog? Is it just kind of at the very edge of the map or anything? Don't know if we can see it or not. Oh, there's a big bridge. There's a big bridge there. That's quite fancy pants. Okay. Oh, we've zoomed incredibly far out. Oh, okay, this is fascinating. That's us. I thought we were Maladanu, but we appear to be in Sudanu. Did we not zoom out from here? Okay, no, we are there, look. But there's a little kind of thing just there. There's a small village. We can go and do trade, or we can declare war on the small village. That seems a little bit mean. Oh, so it works on multiple levels. We have ourselves a kind of a bigger global map, and then we can go back in over here, I imagine. I don't know how to go back in. How do we go back in? Oh, like that. Okay. There we go. Oh, crikey, it's very, very dark. There we go. I found my way home, though. That's quite good. Yay. I mean, it's quite late. Do you not need to go to bed or anything? Do you not want to go to bed? Have we got anything in here that we need to sort of get down pretty urgently? Labour structures. I mean, okay. Let's try and plan ahead a little bit. Farmer houses. We're going to need some of those. So maybe let's put that... Oh, there's the misty stuff, look. There's the Wellgrim, whatever it was. You can see it. If I put the cursor over it, it kind of makes it go away. But if you look over there, it just looks a little bit kind of misty. Looks a little bit sinister. Okay, right, let's get that. And we'll put a path down like that. And then go into here. And we'll get some housing set up. We'll get some housing. So some very simple farmer houses. It's 4 bits of wood and 10 stone. Okay, I mean, right now, we don't have much in the way of anything, but that's okay. We'll sort it out. Yeah, if we get ourselves maybe just a couple of these. Just get 2 of those in. There we go. That's very pretty. Look at that as the sun comes up in the morning at 3:40. Crikey, that's quite early. That's very pretty, look. That's lovely. It's a nice sort of, is it summer? I don't quite know what season it is. We're going to say it's summer. It's a lovely summer's morning here. And that's very pretty indeed. Oh, they need a road. Hang on. Let's get a road over to you lot. Yeah, just sort of run the road like that, please. There we go. So now we can get the stone a little bit quicker, which is a good thing. Okie doke. Right, I think let's move time on a little bit quicker, shall we? We're waiting for that thing to get put together. So the food store is being built. I think the resources are in. They're just working on actually putting everything together. So if we just let them do that. Okie doke, right, hang on a minute. Ah, there you go, it said put a well down. But we've done that, you see. We were ahead of you on that one. However, there is a thing over the well. Does the well need a permanent person to sort of work it? So how do we do that? Unit name unemployed. Okay, maybe we've got a little bit too ahead of ourselves. So the game's going, whoa there, hang on a minute. A summary of your resources is displayed in the top right. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of zeros in there. You can customize it by right-clicking and selecting the type that you'd like. Okay, left-clicking. Oh, left-clicking. Ah, there we go. Okay, so you can choose... Oh, so if we had loads of different things, you could take cider out and replace it with whatever else. Okay, right. Construct housing. Okay, build 12 farmer houses. Oh, crikey. Okay, right, that's quite a lot. That's way more than I thought it was going to be. Okay, 12? Good grief. Okay, there's 3. And then we'll rotate those round. We'll have a little kind of city block type thing. So there's 6 houses, that's quite good. Hang on a minute. Then we'll go back into here. Just get the little road sort of wrapping around the edge like that, because they haven't got a road access. Okay, so there's 6 houses. And then maybe we put the others over here, just to sort of go over into this part of the world, and we'll get another well. It might be worth popping another well in too, because that'd be quite handy. Oh, botheration. Hang on. We don't want to put them down here, though, because it's going to get rid of all that stone. And the stone is what we sort of put that over there for. Okay, right. Scrap that plan. Scrap that plan. Maybe... Hang on. Could we put them there and rotate like that? Okay, yeah. I think that'll do the job. So go like that. And that means if we get a lovely path... The path can just come straight up here, look. There you go. That sort of works. Across like that. And then down like that. Wonderful. Okay. Right. That's going to take ages. That's going to take absolutely ages to get that all sorted out. Do we take out a stone cutting person? Take you out. Okay, hang on. Take another one out. And then put somebody into here. Can we not do that? Employs 1 farmer. I thought maybe we should be able to do that. I want to employ a farmer to go and do the well stuff, please. But the game is just saying no. Okay, put the people back into there then. Oh, okay. I thought that was how we do that, but no, clearly not. That is creeping up 38.4% of the Wargrim presence now. That's creeping up a little bit, isn't it? Let's go and look at that building. That looks very good as well. There's a lot of detail in the buildings. Oh, look, there's proper actual market stall things. You can see all the things they've got. Have they got cabbages? Are they living the peasanty dream with cabbages? That's always a good sign if they've got cabbages. But yeah, that's quite good, look. And there's a kind of a grain silo sort of type thing at the back there as well. Okay, that's quite fun. There are people in there as well doing stuff. That's good. Over here, it's very pretty, look. Just out in the sort of a meadow. Lots of little kind of grasses and shrubs and things. It looks great. It looks very pretty. Right, okay, so we're halfway through building all of these houses. So I think, because we've got no other objective, let's just get that done, shall we? Let's get these other houses put together. Yeah, they're bringing back wood and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Let's just get these houses done, and then we'll see what the game would like us to do next. And here we go. Work on the final farmer house is almost complete, and there we go. All done. Understanding housing. Okay, I don't know if there's a lot to understand about housing. It's a place where you go and live. Let's explore the housing interface. Okay, right. So let's go and have a look at, I don't know, that one there. Right, so building health, gotcha, resident happiness. Okay, so in that house they're pretty happy, that's quite good. And we can find out who lives there. So that house, why did we build that many houses if this one has only got one person living in it? I suppose maybe it means they can start families or whatever. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, building health drops if it's on fire or whatever. Yeah, I get that. Buildings aren't quite so good when they've been on fire. I'm with you on that one, that's fine. The residents are over there, that's absolutely fine. So that one can hold 4 people. With you. Events that affect the home are shown here, including a nearby fire attack and disease. Territory is spotless, tax rate 5%, and no rubbled buildings in territory. Okay, so all those things are making them happy. Okay, that's very good. Yeah, needs are going to come next, and so here we go. Luxury items quickly raise resident happiness. Okay, so basic needs are there, though. So the needs are... I don't know what these are. That's firewood, though, because that's that icon there, but I don't know what those 3 things are. I imagine it's water and food and something else. And then luxury items... yeah, we haven't quite got to those yet, but that's okay. That's fine. And yes, if we make people happy, that's going to creep up. Okay, right. With you on that one, game. That's all fine. Click. Oh, hang on. We're going to click on that on there if we. Okay, right. So yes, the sort of the colour and the face changes depending on how happy or not people are. Yep. Okie doke. That's fine. If 20 or more individuals of the same class are discontent, they might revolt. Okay. So gather outside the keep and, go boo and down with this sort of thing at us and get a little bit grumpy. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Here we go, firewood. That's one of the things they wanted. So now we need to build a wood chopper. Oh, Act 1. Events start. Oh, a thing is happening. Okay, the foundations of your settlement have been laid, but much must be done to encourage its growth. Your courier, a small group of advisors, will help you find your way. Chancellor Declan Bodie and Duke Donovan Stanton, there's some fantastic names going on, are those who remain from the fallen king's courier. Sir Ocean possibly Hayward, a trusted knight and friend, has been added to round off the group. Together you must determine where best to focus your efforts in this fledgling kingdom. Okay, so now we have a chat with our advisor. The advisors are in the game. Hello? Oh, you've got a really good hat on. You've got a very good hat. I mean, you've got very good everything on. You're very dapper. That's wonderful. Okay, so Chancellor Bodie... Oh, Declan Bodie, I think it was. The solution is easily found, Your Majesty. Without our people, we would not have come this far. Their resilience should be rewarded, instilling confidence and joy. Okay. Okay. So there's... I don't know how you say that. Is it Ocean? Ozian? A Zion? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Sir Hayward. We'll just skip that. We'll go formal. Hello, Sir Hayward. You aren't wearing a hat, and you do have a very stern face, but that's quite exciting. You've got like a shoulder cloak on. That's nice and warm. That shoulder's very protected. It is true, Chancellor, that we've overcome much. The tragedies of the past are but a few steps behind us. This is why we should focus on securing and protecting what we're starting here. Only with a strong defence can we find the courage to rise once more. And then... okay. Both reasonable positions, gentlemen. Now, that's us talking to them. Okay. And then Duke Donovan Stanton comes in with a bit of shiny jewellery there going on. Could we sell that and get loads of resources in? Yes, Your Highness. Reasonable to be certain, yet both overlooking that which will most reliably maintains and grows a kingdom, its coffers. Without sufficient coin, it will be difficult to grow beyond simple thatch and stone. We must inspire the people. Okay. So he's all about... kind of, rewarding the actual people who live here, and he's all about the money, and the night guy's all about sort of protection and such like, which makes perfect sense. Fair points, all. Our citizens, security, our wealth, all important to our foundations. Okay, so now do we have to make a choice? Here we go. Choices. Right, Sir Haywood, safety first, above all else. Chancellor Declan, how best can we help the people? Duke Stanton, you choose coin over citizens or security. I mean, we're nothing without the people. We're nothing without the people here. Without the people here, we are a king of nobody. So how best can we help our people? Chancellor Declan. How do we do that? Do we have to... it's already selected. Right, okay, I get it. Continue. Your Highness, without procurement of life's necessities, we cannot flourish. Let us focus our attention on food, shelter and other essentials, so that we'll have the strength to grow our kingdom. Strength can only be nurtured through creating a proper defence, Your Highness. The Chancellor means well, but given the fear these people still hold, we must let them feel secure. Food is security, Haywood, as is shelter. I agree with him, actually. I mean, yes, okay, having sort of fighty people around to deal with baddies is important, but food is also security. Having food, having a roof over your head, nice and secure. Okay, what are your thoughts, Duke? Let us hear from the knight. I agree, Chancellor Bodhi. Okay, I mean, what's your thoughts, Duke? What does the Duke think about this? The citizens are indebted to us. To rebuild what was lost, our people should devote their lives and wealth to the cause. Their investment will ensure a prosperous future for all. Duke, surely you can't expect these survivors to give up the very little what they had left. Yeah, I think you can't tell them to just go, do you know what? We want all your money now, please. Give us all your stuff. Thank you very much. We'll have your socks as well and your hats. It's an investment, Declan. Ha! You act as if it will not benefit. I'm with Declan. I'm with the Chancellor. Okay, what think you, Sir Haywood? I mean, we know what he thinks. Okay, where do you stand? Let's go down the route of the Chancellor. Where do you stand, Chancellor? Okay, so that's the same conversation. Okay, that's fine. So now we can say, I agree, Chancellor Bodhi. Okay, so we're going down the route of the Chancellor. Let's make sure our people are okay and happy and all that kind of stuff. Chancellor Declan is grateful for your support and informs you that he and the farmers have bought enough apples to support the early food needs of your settlement. Okay, so because we supported the Chancellor, we get a lovely 250 apples, which is very handy indeed. If we'd have gone with other people, we might have got different things. We might have got, I don't know, some money or, I don't know, some soldiers or whatever, but we've gone for food, which is important. Okie dokie. Right, so the event is complete. The settling an event is done. Right, we need a wood chopper. So hang on, that was in here, wasn't it? Yeah, so a wood chopper converts logs into firewood, which is used to heat homes. Okay, all the buildings are gigantic in this game. That's huge. It's a huge big building. Okay, where do we put this? I think, hang on, have we got, demolition mode. Can we demolish those bits of path? Because they're sort of silly bits of path. Hang on, get rid of that little bit there. Can we get rid of that bit of path? Get rid of that bit of path. Oh, it's got rid of the wrong bit of path. Botherations. Okay, why don't I just turn it round like that? That would have made life easier, wouldn't it? Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on, I'm going back in. I'm repathing things. Let's go like that. Go up to there, like so. And then just fill that kind of missing bit in. Sorry about that. Roadworks. Right, go to there. And I think it would make sense to put the firewood thing there, because the logs are up here. So bring the logs from there into there, turn them into firewood, and then we can put them over here somewhere. Okay. I mean, what else can we put down? What else can we actually sort of do now? I mean, would another stockpile up here help, possibly? Do you know what? Yeah, let's put another one there. We'll pop another stockpile up there, just because that might help. And then, labourer structures. Can't do anything. Military structures. War and military. That brings up our caravan. Oh no, now it doesn't. Okay, that brought up the caravan before. I'm fairly certain it did. The war caravan. I don't see that being that good in a fight, but you never know. Who knows? Right, let's get time ticking on nice and quick. Got to get that done. The great big sort of, thing goes in front of the sun again. Right, that stockpile is done. So now we are waiting on quite a lot of logs and quite a lot of stone. But in the time that we were having a chat with our advisors there, we've managed to actually acquire quite a lot of resources, which is good. The Wargrim, or whatever it is slowly increasing in presence, though, which is a little bit worrying. I want to assign people to things. I kind of feel like we should be assigning people to these things, but we're not allowed to just yet. Maybe that'll come in time. Right, okay, let's just get this done, shall we? Woodchopper, let's get that sorted and built. Okay, woodchopper is done, and now we get to actually assign people to different jobs. Okay, right, we're okay with this game. This is fun. It's going to make us click on all this kind of stuff. Right, okay, so I think, yes, the woodchopper is going to need some workers. So let's assign a person to that, and then also the well. I can't see the... Oh, there's the well. Yeah, so assign a person to go and work on the well, or are we not allowed to do that? Each class of worker is represented in their own tab, so you can easily observe and adjust their priorities. So farmers, and labourers. Oh, okay, so there are different kind of sort of classes of people. Okie doke. And own provinces can be cycled through to observe and adjust the priorities of each class it inhabits here. Oh, so we could potentially own different sort of provinces or regions, and they'd have their own kind of setup. Oh, crikey, okay. Right, now we need to get 30 firewood. So I think if we get, where is it? Woodchopper, yeah, so get a person assigned to the woodchopper. That's not... Oh, there you go. Yeah, we want... I'm a bit confused by this. Hang on. I don't get how... Is this priorities? Oh, we're not assigning numbers of people to it. Oh, I see. Right, yeah, so we're saying, the woodchopper has a higher priority than everything else right now. And then, the well. I think we should possibly put the well slightly higher up, maybe above the quarry. Because, why is it going back down to the bottom? Well, go up. There we go, like that. And the food stores and the log camp and the quarry camp can go at the bottom now, because they're sort of done. That's okay. Right, so now we've got people working at the well, have we? Yes, we have. There we go. Look, there's somebody, cranking the handle and doing what they do and getting water. Okay, this is good. So now we need to collect 30 firewood. So they're working on that. They're producing firewood. There is currently 32 firewood in there. So I think we need to get somebody to come along to here and then pick it up and take it down to a storage place, presumably. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, there's plenty in there. There's now 44 firewood in there. Can somebody come and take that out, please, and deliver it out to the houses? Just, sort of dish out lovely bits of firewood. Like a sort of, fireplace Father Christmas type thing. Have we done that yet? 25. Okay, somebody is moving it around. Okay, great. Is it going to here then, I assume? There's 17 bits in there. And there are 9... Oh, now 1 bit in there. Okay, so can we just run time on quickly until somebody moves the rest of it? That'd be great if you could just, get a wriggle on, move the firewood around. That'd be wonderful. Right, there we go. We finally sorted the firewood out, and now we need to go on to food, which makes perfect sense. So, we want to go and build ourselves an apple orchard. Okie doke, yep, we can do that. That sounds wonderful. And I think... Oh, it's within a square over here. Okay, so do we have to build it within that region there? So maybe, let's put that... Maybe it could go in front of our thing here, in front of our sort of keep. We could look out over a beautiful orchard. That might be quite nice. Let's, we'll put it there, and then we'll make it... I mean, in typical Geek Cupboard fashion, I kind of feel like it needs to be massive. Let's make it as big as it can be. A big, gigantic orchard, please. There we go. Right, so somebody get on that. Somebody's got to go and work on that, so we've done it. But now we need to actually collect 30 apples. I mean, this might take a long time, because right now there are no trees. That could be a bit of an issue, couldn't it? Okay. Primitive stockpile. Drop that down the list. And the logger camp. Move people out of the logger camp and into the apple orchard, please. And, gathering apples from this when there aren't even any trees. We could be here a while, couldn't we? Hang on. Move time on pretty quickly. How quick do the trees grow in this game? I mean, bear in mind that it's currently 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, crikey. Okay, right. People are jumping onto it. People are getting on with it. The trees are very slowly appearing, but they're little teeny tiny trees. We're not going to get many apples out of these. They're all kind of tending to the trees. We could be here for ages. Right, okay. Oh, hang on, what? Some people joined our colony. There's some labourers joined. That's that icon, isn't it? I think some labourers just joined the colony. Oh, that's quite good. Hello, welcome. Welcome aboard. You're very welcome here. Please help us out and do lots of exciting things. Right, okay, come out of that. I think we might be here for a while, waiting for these apple trees to fully grow and get to maturity and then deliver us fruit. I suspect it might it might take more than a couple of days. So let's run time on, shall we? Nope. Okay, we've got magic apple trees. Magic apple trees. I mean, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they weren't there at all. And now, by sort of, by tea time in the evening, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to get a fruit off these in no time. Massive big cloud goes over again. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We just run it on until we can. They've already got apples out of them. Wow. Okay, they have magic trees in this land. Magic apple trees. So I think if we've collected 10 already, yeah, look, it's just producing lots of apples. I'm staggered. I thought we'd be here for ages. Oh, and they're all going nice and leafy and green. Brilliant. Okay, there we go. And then look, if we look at the view from our sort of keep type thing, we look out over a nice orchard. And if we're ever feeling peckish, we can nip out over there and just grab an apple. There's loads on the floor, look. So yeah, I quite like that. There we go. Lovely kind of orchard opposite our big fancy kind of keep thing. Right, there we go. Finally, my goodness me, that took a very, very long time indeed for them to grab those apples. But there we go. They've now got enough apples. That's wonderful. And now the game would like us to grow our workforce. So currently we have 24 farmers and the game wants us to have 40 of them. To achieve this, the happiness of our current farmers must remain high. Happiness directly correlates to how many citizens are able to inhabit a given home. Farmers require at least 2 of their needs to be met. Okay, that's fine. So we can do that. So let's go and have a little look, shall we? So how are we doing in terms of needs? I think we are not doing too bad at all. So maybe now what we have to do is get some more homes in, because then they can move into their own home. Maybe people don't want to share or whatever, which makes perfect sense. So I think, oh, there we go. Farmer house is lit up for us. So rotate that round. Yeah, if we put a few more houses down here, look, that makes sense. Okay, so 3 more houses there. That might allow us to get a bit of a boost to our farmer population. I think everything else is looking okay. I don't think we need to build anything else. And when we could potentially put down some of these farms, we could get some of these as a hemp farm, a herb garden. That sounds fun. We can season our apples and make them tasty. And flax. Okay, so flax is flax oil. Oh, hang on a minute. That's some sort of special thing. Flax oil is a unique oil that dulls the volatile effects of Wargrim crystals when they are submerged in it. Oh, does the mysterious kind of spooky fog make crystals eventually? And the crystals are bad? Oh, okay, right. So we might need some of that at some point. Yeah, the herbs are just for sort of, I assume adding to the food as well, but also for making cures and things, so medicine. And hemp is for use in clothing. Why don't we have a little farming area here? Why don't we just sort of put that over there and go, do you know what? Yeah, we'll have a little, well, I say little, we'll have a slightly smaller hemp farm thing, actually. We'll put that like that, and then let's get a herb garden. A little herb garden there. Oh, hang on a minute. Plot too small. Bother. Oh no, hang on. It can go outside the green boundaries. Okay, so a herb garden, and then over here, why don't we have a flax field? Yeah, there we go. A little kind of farming area. Oh, okay. Wargrim and surges. Oh, did that thing fill up? The purple meter located below the resource bar displays a current level of Wargrim. I can't remember how they said it on the thing. In your own settlements. The mysterious force can manifest itself in a variety of ways and has the potential to greatly disrupt and alter the state of your kingdom. Farmer left your colony. That's probably quite bad. Okay. People have left. When the meter fills, you'll experience a Wargrim surge, an unpredictable outcome that will occur in one of your occupied provinces. After that, the meter will empty, then slowly expand again alongside your reign. One must mind the meter and prepare for all manner of things. Illness, violence, and even boons can arise from a surge. Okay, I think what happened there was that loads of people left the colony. Loads and loads of people left. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all going very grim, look. It's going very grim. Yeah, all this sort of weird, sort of Wargrim, dusty stuff is everywhere. Right, so instead of increasing up to 40 farmers, we've actually went down to 20. And I think we've picked up another one, which is a bit of a nuisance, but never mind. While we wait for that to sort of... Oh, it's back up to 25 now. Let's have a look at this up here. So we had edicts. So yeah, taxed food delivery. I don't know what that does exactly. Not quite sure what that does. And then a festival. Increase consumption of all goods by 5%. Increase happiness of people. Oh, we're having a festival. Yeah. Oh, can we not do that? No, but... Oh, no, there we go. Yay, we're having a festival. Because why not? Why wouldn't we want to do that? That sounds like a fun thing to do. It's going to make everybody 5% happier, is it? Oh no, all the goods go up by 5% and it just makes people jolly because they can have a bit of a good old knees up and have some fun. Right, trade. We need trade routes. Diplomacy. Oh, okay. Let's go and have a chat with Winfoolen. Hello, can we chat with you guys? Ally with nobody. Needs. Deliver us 95 hemp clothing. We could give them a gift. Ah, yeah, look at that. We've got 106 gold. Send me troops, declare an alliance, declare a war. Yes, we could send them some stuff. We haven't got that right now. Does anybody need apples? They want iron ingots. They want planks. They want rope. They want hemp clothing. And they want iron ingots. Nobody wants apples then, or bits of wood. Got loads of those. Got so many bits of wood. Not so good at anything else. Tome of Knowledge is this is like a work in progress thing, but this is your sort of research tree type thing. So we can get different bonuses. Yeah, it's not in the game as it stands right now. But yes, we can get farmer house points, and we can get woodchopper bonuses. Okay. That's quite exciting. Okay, so there's all sorts going on. There's quite a lot going on. Right, okay, we're going to get this done. We're going to slowly increase our population. I think if we get that other house in, that might help quite a bit. And then, what we should do, let's get in another few more houses across here, shall we? So we can put one like that, and another just there, and another there. And do you know what? We will put another one, space occupied, by what? That space isn't occupied. Ooh! Another event. Hang on a minute. Slow time down a bit. The soil here is rich on its surface, but the farmers doubt its stability mere feet below, which could inhibit the growth of rich, reliable produce. Chancellor Declan comes to discuss these concerns with you. Okay, how are you? Can I have your hat, please? The farmers are weary. They fear the soil in this new land is not keen for growth. Chancellor Declan, as we travelled into Nissamore, many of its fields were lush and abundant. Such flora can't arise from spoiled earth. Still, the farmers are struggling. It is possible that the locals have knowledge or skills unknown to us. Okie doke. How different can things truly be here? But I'm no farmer, and growing crops is essential to our survival. Yes, it is. Otherwise, we shall starve to death, and that would be bad. We may be able to study the land, though that could take a bit, or find someone local with greater understanding. Okay, that would make sense. That would make sense. So what do? We've lost so much time. You're suggesting we lose more to research. Perhaps it would be wise to secure a farmer who knows these lands. Or land is land, Chancellor. You believe our farmers have forgotten their craft. Okay, so again, another important choice. Maybe let's ask if we can find somebody. Can we go and just have a chat with a local farmer? Because they will be quite good at farming, given that they've done it for a long time, I imagine. Let's go and have a chat. Okay, so with the right scout and offer, their knowledge will prove invaluable to us, I have no doubt. What can be gained outweighs any potential risks. It is a risk, but I trust your judgment. Okay, I mean, he is wearing a good hat. So yeah, I'm on board with you as well. Okay, so it's... hang on. Yet is it right to doubt the knowledge of our farmers? We cannot spare more time. A willingness to learn will help us succeed where Aldemore faltered. Okay, that I think is the finishing kind of choice in this conversation. But yeah, I think we go for that. A scout will be sent to retain a local seasoned farmer. They and theirs will be offered a home and land among your settlement in trade for their knowledge and skill. Oh, that's quite good. Right, so now we're going to bring in professional help. We're going to bring in people that know what they're doing. And they can look at us and go, you bumbling buffoons, what are you up to? Oh, that's why we couldn't build there, because there's a bit of road that I hadn't removed. Okay, let's get another house in. We can't get another one in just there, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. And move time on pretty quickly. We're only on 32 people out of the 40 we need to get to the next objective. So, yeah, here we go. Let's tick time on. And, yeah, there's nobody over here, look, on these fields. Nobody over here, which is a bit of a shame. We're not making any flax or anything. We do need some more people. We do really need more people to move in. Right, 33 out of 40. It's slowly ticking up. It's slowly getting there. But, yeah, it's going to take a while. We could do with that house being done as well, just to really try and give us a bit of a population boost. And then maybe, could we look at putting some people into here? There are some people working the hemp farm, which is quite fun. The quarry camp can come down. Maybe the woodchopper can come down a bit as well. Can we drag and drop? Let's come back to the top. We can't drag and drop that. Okay. This is obviously this is a playtest, so it's not perfect, it's not reflective of the final game and all that kind of stuff. This is a bit fiddly. This is a little bit kind of fiddly. And there's also 2 wood choppers. Have we got 2 wood choppers? Oh, okay. The stock point doesn't need loads of people on it either. Yeah, if we could sort of move that down. I want to move those up a little bit, really. If we get lots of people, then everyone... Now it's gone to 0, look. But now there's another primitive start. I don't fully understand what's happened there. But, okay, right. Let's just see if we can get 2 more farmers in. And that'll complete the objective. And then we can see what happens next as night falls very quickly upon the land. Okay, we greet day 7 with another lovely sunrise. That is very pretty. We have got another couple of houses going on over here, just to maybe try to give us that boost we need to get up to 40 people. Maybe when that one is done, we might go to 40. Oh no, we did it just there. Okay, right. Our hemp farm, because now it's telling us to go and do this kind of stuff, will allow us to create luxury goods for our farmers. Okay, so they want clothing. Okie doke. And there we go. So yeah, certain buildings require more than one resource to produce their goods. A fermenter uses apples, water and firewood to make cider. Okay, right, I'm with you on that game. This is all making sense so far. Right, so we have a lumberyard. Ah, here we go, look. There's now all the different things. But an outfitter. An outfitter can turn hemp into actual clothing. Look, it makes clothing and sandals and leather robes. Oh, very nice. Okay, the buildings are enormous. Okay, where can we put this gigantic structure? We'll put it over there, look, for now. We'll pop it over there. Right, so somebody go and work on that, please. That's going to be wonderful. So that's going to get us some lovely clothing on the go. We've already harvested the hemp. We've got that done. We have 110 in storage, and maybe more is on the way. Also, herb garden looks good. That looks nice. And over here, look, we've got some lovely flax as well. We are now looking pretty good in terms of farming. So, yeah, if we get that done, that's going to be quite good. However, I'm just going to predict what the game is going to do. Also, let's get ourselves a lumberyard set up over here. That thing is gigantic. And let's get a fermenter as well. Now, that's a bit more reasonable in size, look. That's a bit more reasonable. Let's put that just there. So it's opposite here, look, opposite the kind of food market, near to the apples, near to the well. That's pretty good. There we go. Because I imagine once the clothing is done, the game's going to go, oh, yeah, right, here you go. Can you make some cider? Can you chop some logs and all that kind of stuff? So we'll just get that done now. I think it might be time to move our caravan out of the way because right now it's sort of in the middle of that very lovely bit of land where we could build a good amount of housing. So I think there is a button there, pack the caravan back up for travel. So let's pack the caravan up. Ah, there we go. Right, so for now, just sort of head over there. Oh, crikey, they don't go quickly like that, don't they? And then deploy over there. Not enough space to deploy. Oh, okay, go over there then. Can you deploy there? Right, there we go. Right, so the caravan's kind of unpacked itself again. And that means that over here, we can then get some more houses in. And then more houses means more farmers. And then more farmers means we've got more people doing the jobs. Because, of course, we're going to have... no, that thing's done, in fact. Look, they've got the fermenter in already. So if we get more farmers in, they can go work in there. And we can get cider, which is going to be lovely. That's taking a while. They are not doing anything with it. They've not moved anything in there at all. Which is a bit of a bother. And that's only got 6 logs. So it looks like for whatever reason they concentrated on the fermenter there. Rather than the outfitter over there. Yeah, they're just kind of walking straight by it. Right by it. They're going to make you clothes. Come on, folks. You can have some lovely, nice, couple of T-shirts. I don't know, maybe some shorts or whatever. They're going to make you lovely clothing. Please get that done. That's now got people in, look. And we're making cider. Oh, you can make different things. You make cider, you can make beer. Or you could make cures for the flu. Which would be quite a good thing. But you know what? Cider is also a good thing. Everyone's going to be happy with the cider. Yay. Right, and lots of people coming in now. 47 farmers. So that's lots of people to cover all the jobs that we've got going on. But yeah, people just aren't sort of moving goods around anymore. Prioritise deliveries. Make this important, please. Bring all the stuff to the outfitter. Why are we not... Is it because it's out of range? Is there a range and that's out of the range? Okay, hang on. We need to do something about this because that is a bit of a nuisance. Nothing is in there at all. So get rid of that. I mean, do we just sort of put it over here and see if that's going to do any better? Put it there, look. See if they bring stuff over here. A lot of people did just kind of spring into life just then when we put that down. Yeah, already there's wood in there. Maybe it was out of some sort of logistical range of delivery or something. I'm not quite sure. How's that doing? They have put stuff in there. Okay, maybe people are just overworked or whatever. They're taking a while to get it done. Right, come on, outfitter. Let's get this done. Let's at least get some clothing on the go. That'd be quite good. Yeah, they're not doing anything with that. But here we go. Let's see if we can get some clothes for our people. Oh, a new event. A new event has popped up. Okay, so Wargrim whispers. So Hayward has come to you with an unsettling report. The corpses of 3 animals, guts removed, adorned a makeshift altar within a farmer's house. Scents of rotten incense lingered in the air. Strange blood markings on the walls indicated that a ritual had taken place. You and Hayward tried to make some sense of what has occurred. Okay, right, so some sort of slightly weird, sort of good, mysterious, misty fog cult has arisen. Okie doke, that's a bit strange. Speak plainly, that name I can't say. What do you make of the scene? I've seen nothing like it before. Whoever conducted this ritual must be from these lands. Okay, so it's not anything that our people would have done. It must be one of these sort of more local folks. There are unusual symbols on the walls of the main room, centred around the altar. Upon the altar, the remains of 3 animals, their hearts pulled from them missing. Encircling these corpses, those crystals, the ones that spring up around the province. Okay, yeah, we've sort of read about them. We haven't seen any yet, though. Curious. I'd like to know more. Okay, so what do the symbols on the wall mean? The strange crystals are native to Nissamore. What do you believe the 3 hearts? Oh no, why do you believe the 3 hearts were taken? Crystals. Let's chat about the crystals. Yes, like those found in the fields, meadows. Well, they spring up in all manner of places in Nissamore. Nothing like them ever existed in Aldamore. These are the magenta ones. Those that seem to cause confusion and lightheadedness when nearby. The very same. At their core, there appeared to be movement. It reminded me of that ill fog. That fateful day. Perhaps the Chancellor would look into this. If anyone could learn more about them, it would be him. Okay, so we could get the Chancellor to do that. The missing hearts, why are they doing that? Perhaps they're key to the ritual. Without speaking to those who took them, though, it is unclear. From which creatures were the hearts taken? It seems to have cut from the carcass of 3 animals, a lynx, a jackal and an adder. Well, they're not easy to get hold of. Wasn't like, bunny rabbit and a pigeon and a hamster. They're quite tricky things. Such peculiar choices. Yeah, they are quite particular, aren't they? And yeah, the symbols. Tell me about the symbols. What's happening there? They were crudely drawn and formed from what seemed to be a mixture of mud and blood. Difficult to understand, but perhaps because they seem so unfamiliar. A mixture of mud and blood. Perhaps they were images or words. Whatever they were, they seemed significant. No doubt, a significant mystery. Okay, right. Thank you to our sort of knight person. Good work, Sir Hayward. Clearly there is much about Nissamore we have yet to learn, and now their customs have been thrust upon us. We must develop a greater understanding of this new land and its traditions. How quickly some traditions can be perceived as threats without proper knowledge. All the better to try and learn what occurred here. Should another ritual occur, the consequences could be far more grim. I agree wholeheartedly. We need to find out the purpose. Where should we start? Okay. I would say learn more about the symbols. Because if they are some sort of writing or words or whatever, then get one of the locals to translate it, and then it might help us understand what they are. I think we go down that route. Okay, the night guy orders all but the symbols to be removed from the house. He gathers up any locals that have found a home in the settlement, eager to see if they'll recognise the shapes that adorn the home's walls. Okay, that event is complete. I like the little event things. They're quite fun. It sort of makes it more of a role-playing game, if you like. Oh, hang on a minute. There's a build. Oh, okay. This building is burning. Can we put out the fire? Does it just be on fire for a bit? The firewood is in there. I was going to burn for ages. Oh dear. I don't know if people are extinguishing it. Okie doke. That's good. The farmer's house is on fire. Oh no. Oh, bother. Oh, right. Okay. We have a little bit of a fire issue going on here. That fire's out at least. Can we put that fire out? There's a well over there. Look, it's quite nearby. Go and chuck some water on it quick. I think they are trying. Oh, now it's gone to there. Botherations. Okay, come on. Sort out that one fire. It can't go back and set fire to one of the other houses. It's already been on fire. Surely that'd be terrible luck. One more fairly hefty bucket of water should do the job. Oh, now the one next door's on fire. Good grief. Okay, however, we do have the outfitter set up. So the outfitter is making hemp clothing. Okay, right, very soon we'll have that goal done at least. At least we'll get 48 hemp clothing before too long. Unless everything burns down, of course. Oh, now this is on fire. Okay, right, let's just see if we can stop everything from burning down. And we'll try and make some clothes as well. I mean, 4 buildings. Oh no, down to 3 now on fire. Oh dear. Okay, right, there we go. Right, they can just deal with that. It's fine. I'm going to go and look over here and just go, oh, look, we've made some hemp clothing and possibly some sandals. Lovely. Okay, we've made our hemp clothing. That's all very good. The game would now like us to understand production. The top of the right pane displays health, happiness, and information of the select your production building. Okay. Yep, I get that. That's absolutely fine. Yep, they can take damage from fires. Seems topical. Okie doke. Right, select a fermenter. Okay, there is the fermenter. Oh, that's a person I've clicked on. Oh, do the people have their own little kind of profiles? Isolde Somnath. Oh, that's quite good. I didn't think they had sort of things you could click on and find out who they are. Who are you? Bertram Rowling. Good hat, Bertram. Okay, right, there we go. So we clicked on the fermenter. It displays the possible outputs. Yeah, we saw that. That's absolutely fine. So you can change things around. Okay, that's good. And that's who's employed there. Right, I'm with you on that. Refined wood. Okay, right, we sort of saw that coming. And they have got that done as well, look. They've got the lumberyard in. We've got the right amount of farmers. The lumberyard is... Oh, it's being put together. So now they want us to get 64 planks. Okay, right, I see how you're doing this game. Just, easing us into the whole idea of gathering resources and such. But, yeah, okay. Right, that's 93% of the way through. So, get time on again. Is all the fire out? Yes, it is. Little bit smoky around here this morning, but there we go. All the fires are out. Yay. I've come across a potential problem with the delivery of goods around our settlement. Some people appear to be kind of stuck and running on the spot, like that person there. So Lana Saltzman is just kind of trapped. They're just running on the spot. I mean, yeah, they're getting some good cardio in, but it's not really helping us do anything else. And I think, yeah, over here, look, nobody's taking any wood into the lumberyard, so they can't turn it into planks. Just nobody's moving the wood around. I'm not quite sure why, to be fair. I don't really know why. I thought maybe somebody should have put some wood in there by now. Can we prioritise delivery to that? Insufficient resources. I mean, you're next to a place where they chop down trees. Can they just have a chat and just sort of organise delivery of that? That makes sense. Okay, so they're not putting the stuff into there. I don't quite know why that would be the case, because that's got 796 logs in it. So really, somebody should be taking stuff out of here and moving it into there. But yeah, maybe it's one of these stuck people. Maybe it's you. Possibly, if it gets to night time, do they all just go home to bed? Maybe they'll unstick themselves when it gets to night time. Let's run time on nice and quick and see, shall we? In fact, it's going to get dark relatively quickly. The big terrifying doom cloud is going to get in the way in a second. It goes to night very quickly, though. It's all this sort of lovely evening coming along, and then long shadows, and then just boom. Bam! Nighttime is here. Goodbye. No. You are sort of stuck. You're sort of stuck, and that is not getting any resources. Oh, and the other stockpile's on fire. Botherations. At least it's near a well, so we've put it out nice and quick. And it didn't spread anywhere else. Wonderful. Okay, we're coming up to the end of day 11, and there is still no movement at all over here at the lumberyard, which is a little bit of a nuisance. But you know what? It's all absolutely fine. It's a playtest. That kind of thing happens. That's why they do playtest. To kind of pick up on little kind of strange bugs and glitches and anomalies like that. It's all absolutely fine. So I think what we'll do is we'll wrap things up for now with that little look at Thrive, Heavy Lies the Crown. I think we've had a very good look at the game to see what it's all about and how it works and all that kind of stuff. And I do quite like it. I do quite like it. I mean, really, at its heart, it's a good old classic medieval settlement builder. You build your houses and your roads, and you've got your food, and you have to go and gather resources. You then turn some resources into other different types of resources, like logs into planks, that kind of thing. I mean, that's done before. They're not reinventing the wheel with that kind of thing. I do think this does it quite well. I do think it works quite well. And visually, it does look very good. There's a lot of detail going on. The buildings look really quite good. Yeah, there's a lot going on sort of visually that keeps it sort of interesting. I do think it looks very good. And yeah, there's sort of the sunrises and sunsets are quite pretty as well. It looks wonderful. But what I think I like most about this is that there's a story going on. You're kind of doing this for a reason, and there are characters. So it's sort of part city settlement builder type thing, but also part role-playing game because you have to make choices on things. You're making choices on how to manage your settlement and what to do in this situation and, what to do with that weird sort of sacrificial altar type thing. There's a lot going on that's, goes beyond just, do you want to put down another house? Would you like to build, an orchard? There's other stuff going on as well. And as you play, that story is going to kind of unfold, and the decisions you've made in the past will then start sort of, playing out before you, and it'll affect the growth of your little settlement into a kingdom and such like. I do quite like that. I do quite like the fact there is something going on to actually make you want to carry on doing stuff, rather than, just going, right, there you go, you're building a city, it's medieval times, get on with it, please. There's kind of a reason for this, and there's a story and everything else going on, and the characters, all the different characters we met as well. So I do quite like that. So I think, wrap things up for now. But what we'll do is we might pop back to this at some point in the future when it's a little bit more developed, because I would like to kind of dive into it a bit more and just see the other things that are going to sort of crop up. One thing I do think is going to happen from looking at the Steam Store page is that I think the buildings themselves can sort of change depending on your, what do they call it? Like these sort of, whether you're good or bad, basically. I can't quite recall what it was now, but whether you're benevolent or whether you're a bit of a tyrant, the buildings can change. So, for example, if you're quite nice, if you're doing things nicely, that building there might be sort of all lovely and happy. It might just look a bit like this, I suppose. But maybe you've got sort of people having a little break, and you've got people sort of, happy and dancing or whatever. But if you're going down the route of tyranny, maybe you've got somebody here who is, sort of, I don't know, cracking the whip on people and sort of, driving people a bit harder to do stuff. And it's going to look a little bit different. So I think the buildings do change in their appearance depending on how you run your settlement, which is quite fun. I like that. It's a little bit sort of black and white-esque from the black and white game that came out a long time ago now, a terrifyingly long time ago. But it's a bit like that, I think. So I think we'll pop back to it at some point in the future and just have a little look at what's going on with it then and see how it's developed and how things have changed, and maybe delve into it a little bit more and maybe see some of that kind of sort of, good and bad kind of influence stuff happening in the game. But I think, we'll wrap things up for now. I think we have had a good look at the game, and I think, it's a good point to sort of stop things for now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And there's an event starting. Hang on, what's the event? Okay. Hang on a minute. We can't do the event. I'm doing the end bit game. I'm just in the end bit where we wrap things up. And now I've lost where I was. Hang on, I've got to do the end bit again now. So, yes, we'll come back to it at some point in the future. And maybe when we come back, we'll figure out what's going on with Chancellor Declan's exciting news over at the Outfitters. But we'll have to wait for that one, I think. So, yes, hopefully you have enjoyed this. I think I can't remember where I got to before. If you did enjoy it, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard, as well as keeping up to date with Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown when we return to it at some point in the future. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. Look at Swain's hat! Oh, it's worth it just for the hat. Oh, it's so pointy. Oh my goodness me. Okay, right, we might have to deploy the decency mugs there. Things are going to get a bit weird, everybody. Buckle yourselves in. I am in the throes of ecstasy, aided by a shoe. He's kept his hat on.